What's up guys, Cheap Beast aka Noah back today bringing another video. This time we're doing the January sneaker releases. This month isn't too crazy as of right now. It's really front loaded and I know this is going up on the 4th, so we missed the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, but I don't think anything came out because the holidays and stuff like that. So the first sneaker actually comes out on the 6th, but there's a ton of like just decent stuff, nothing like crazy, no off-whites or anything like that, so don't be expecting anything like super crazy, but there are some solid sneakers that are coming out, and if you're into reselling, I think there's probably some money to be made, but if you're not, there are some solid sneakers that you could just pick up for yourself. And there's like a few like collections that add a ton of sneakers to the list. So before we get started, I just want to remind you guys, hit the subscribe button. It's 2021, first video of 2021. 2020 was a really good year, especially at the end. I was gaining decent amounts of subscribers. We're at 272 now, so if we could just keep that going and hit the like button too while you're at it, so hopefully we can keep growing a little bit faster. But with that being said, let's get right into the sneaker releases. Alright, so starting on January 6th, we actually have probably one of my favorite ones if the colorway was a little bit better. It's the Undefeated Nike Air Max 97. It's going to retail for $180. This one's actually going to be the UCLA colorway. They just actually partnered up, or Nike's now the brand sponsor of UCLA. So it's blue, white, and yellow. There's another sneaker on this list that's also a UCLA colorway. It's the 2021 collab with Undefeated. In the past, I think at least like 3 or 4 years ago, there's a black and white one with Undefeated on the Air Max 97. I like those ones a lot. I think the black one's like one of my favorite of all time. But this one's pretty decent. It's Undefeated, so it's going to sell out. But I don't know if it's going to go anything crazy because the colorway is not the best, I guess. I feel like they could have done a little better. It's just all white with like a yellow line through it that says Undefeated, but not terrible. It's a good sneaker to start the month. The next is more like a collection. I don't know what they're actually calling it, but it's the I called it the recycled wool collection. There's Air Force. There's a couple Air Force ones. There's an Air Max 90. There's an Air Max 95s, and there's some Blazers. Blazer hot or mids and lows. They're gonna retail anywhere from $90 to $180. There's a lot of colorways of it. This is like a lot of them, just the swoosh is like the recycled wool. If you guys know, with like the space CPs, Nike's trying to do a lot more of like the reusable materials. I think they're doing like a move to zero, so I assume zero waste. But the Blazers are my favorite of this. The white ones, they basically just look like the generic Blazers, the white and black, but this one's like a gray like wool. I think it looks pretty cool. The swoosh and the ton are both like the recycled material, so I think it looks pretty cool. I may have to actually try to pick those up if I like them enough, but we'll see, because the wool might get kind of damaged and I wear my Blazers all the time. So cool project Nike's doing. None of the sneakers are insanely crazy. I just wanted to add them because there's like 8 of them, but they do all look pretty good. The next one is on the 8th. It's the Jordan 35 Bread. It's going to retail for $180. Obviously, you guys know the colorway. It's just black and red. That's what Bread is. It's the latest Jordan performance sneaker. I actually like the 34 a lot more than 35, just the silhouette. I don't play basketball, so I don't really buy these. I was thinking about buying a couple of 34s just because I thought they were pretty cool. 35 just looks a little too chunky for me. Not like chunky, but like it's too big, especially since I wear size 13. But I don't really know too much about the performance side of things. I just know this is a good colorway, and it's Bread, so it's probably going to sell out as long as people like it, but it may not. I don't really know. The next one on the 9th is the Jordan 1 Vault. It's going to retail for $170. It's black, gold, and vault. I think it's technically the vault gold. It's the first Jordan 1 of the year. The soles of it are actually like yellow to kind of fit in more with the colorway. I don't really like it. It's got like a highlighter vault colorway on like the ankle area, and then it's got like gold on like the heel, and then just black everywhere. It's not crazy. It's gonna sell out because it's a Jordan 1, and all Jordan 1s basically do, especially like Jordan 1 highs. But I see it selling out. I don't see it reselling for anything crazy, but it's not my favorite. It's just the only Jordan 1 I think even coming out this month. So nothing too insane. If you like the colorway and something like loud, then go for it, but if not, it's just another Jordan 1, and there'll be plenty more the rest of the year. The next sneaker we have is on the 13th. It's the Nike SB Dunk Low Street Hawker. It's going to retail for $100 like all the Dunks do. It's got a bunch of different colorways on it. I don't really know the meaning behind it. I know from what I saw, the colors are like watercolor pattern, and it celebrates the food culture in China. I don't really know too much about it. I'm pretty sure it's designed by somebody. I'm not sure about everything, but it is going to release at select sneaker stores, I think on the 9th, but the sneakers release is on the 13th. It's a decent looking shoe. If you're into dunks, then it's good. It's obviously going to sell out because it's a dunk. It's not going to go too crazy just because it's not like a crazy collab that everyone knows about, but it's a good looking sneaker. I like the watercolor on it, but it's a lot of colors on it, and both shoes are actually different, so you won't have the same sneaker on both sides of your or both feet. So then on the 14th, which is actually like the craziest day of the year, I don't know if it's like a Nike Dunk Day or something like that, but there's a ton of dunks coming on it. But we're going to start with the first one, which is the biggest one, the collab with Ambush. It's the Ambush Dunk High in the Lethal Pink. It's really just an all pink sneaker. It's going to retail for $180. Like I said, it's just this like, it's called Lethal Pink. It's a very bright pink, like hot pink kind of colorway. It's the second collab. I think they had a black one earlier or end of last year, and now they just have this really, really bright pink one. I think I saw the resales on it. Like, it's pretty crazy right now. But I don't know how you'd wear it. You have to just accept you're wearing bright pink sneakers. But it is a cool collab. I think the sneaker's actually cool. I like the black one more than the pink one. But if you do want to wear something very bright pink, then this would be a decent sneaker for you. And then next on the 14th, we have 5 dunks actually coming out all on the same day. So this is why I don't know if it's like a dunk day or something like that. But there's 2 dunk highs and 3 dunk lows. There's actually a high for both men and women. The first one, they're both going to retail for $180. The first one is the football gray. It's the women's release. It's like a sail with a light blue and like gray colorway. It's all right. I like the men's one better just because it's, I think, a little simpler. And I'm not like the biggest fan of the sail. And then so the men's release is the vast gray. This one also has kids sizing, and it's like white and just light gray. They're basically the same sneaker. The women's release just has the sail colorway and like a different shade of gray, where the men's just has like a white one and just like a very light gray. That one looks better to me. It's also available in kid sizing. So there's going to be more of the vast gray than there would be of the football gray. Don't really know why it's called football gray, but I think the vast gray is a little bit better. And then the dunk lows coming out also on the 14th are going to retail for $100. We have the Coast, the white and black, and the UNLV. The Coast is the women's release. It's the UCLA colorway, which I was talking about earlier. So it's just going to be blue, white, and yellow. Nothing crazy. I think it's actually one of the better looking ones if it didn't have the yellow on it. And then there's the white and black, which is going to be full family sizing. So it's more like the men's release. And then it's got the kids release too. It's just white and black. Pretty simple. It's just a dunk with white and black. If you guys saw like the Syracuse and the Kentucky earlier, it's basically the same thing, just with black this time. And then the last one is the UNLV. This one's men's only sizing, or like adult sizing, I guess. It's a UNLV colorway. So if you guys saw the off-white collab that came out last year or 2 years ago at this point of the dunks, but it had like the extra lacing on it. This is just the plain UNLV colorway. I wish it was like an Ohio State colorway. As you guys can see, we're in the national championship. So that's a bigger deal to me, but I wish that's what it was, and I'd probably buy them. But the UNLV colorway is cool. It's just red and gray, but it's not the same red and gray as Ohio State. That's why I don't like it as much. But I think the Coast one, besides the yellow on it, looks pretty cool. The white and black's probably going to sell the best just because it's very simple and it's pretty easy to wear. And then we have like another collection. I don't know if that's exactly what they're calling it, but it's the Roswell Rayguns collection. There's some up-tempos, Air Forces, Blazers, and there's a lot more. There's even some Converse in there too. The retail is going to be anywhere from like $100 to $150. I think there's also some like toddler and kid sizing. I just didn't include those. But it's the Roswell Raygun colorway, which is like a white, orange, and black. All these are basically the same colorway. Some have more white than black, but they have like accents of orange. And then if they don't have if they're all black, then they have white accents. If they're all white, then they have black accents. But supposedly the Roswell Rayguns, I think, was a fictional team that Nike made up of like some NBA players a while ago. Like Paul Pierce was one of them, supposedly. This is what I could find. I don't know too much about the Roswell Rayguns, but it's supposed to be their away uniforms, but I imagine it's both uniforms. I'm not sure. I didn't do too much research into the Roswell Rayguns because none of the sneakers are like insane. The Blazers are obviously my favorite. Blazers are one of my favorite silhouettes, so that's kind of why. But there are some decent ones, even with the up-tempos and the Air Forces. And then kind of back to just normal releases. On the 16th, we have the Jordan 13 Starfish. It's going to retail for $109. It's kind of like the Raygun colorways, but I don't think it's the same one as them. But it's white, and then it's got orange suede and then black on it. This is going to be a full family sizing again. So there's going to be a ton of these. If you guys like Jordan 13s, they're obviously something you can pick up, but I'm not a big fan of 13s. So if you like the colorway, it's just this orange, white, and black colorway, so it's pretty clean. But I'm not the hugest fan on 13s. I don't really like the eye on it, the green eye, but other than that, I think it looks all right. It's just not my kind of sneaker. And then next on the 16th, we have the Yeezy 700 V3 Safflower, I think is what it's being called. It's going to retail for $200. It's like sail black and yellow with the yellow like accent like lines in it, and then the black like mesh on the inside. This is also going to be the full family sizing. This is actually the only Yeezy that I saw confirmed for this month. It is on the 16th, so there probably would be some other Yeezys. Nothing's just confirmed so far, but it's an alright sneaker. If you like the Yeezy V3s, I feel like it's one of the better ones that have come out, but I'm not a big fan of yellow sneakers, so I don't know if I would pick this one up. Then we're hopping all the way to the 28th. I couldn't really find anything that I thought was like that I need to highlight, but this one I feel like need to be one. It's a Jordan 4 Topaz, I think it's what it's called. It's going to retail for $200. It's basically just like a brown sneaker with some black on it. Like most of the plastic parts are black, and then there's some white on the sole or the midsole, I think. Everyone's kind of, I feel like I've seen it more as rumored as a Travis Scott shoe. I don't think it is, but it does look like something that would fit in like with the Travis Scott collab because it's brown and black and white. So just pretty simple and something that I feel like Travis Scott would have collabed with, but since it's not, I don't think it will sell as well. I think people will like it, but if it was a Travis Scott collab, it would probably go insane because that's how it works. But since it's not going to do anything crazy. It's going to sell out, but not as much as it would have if it was a Travis collab. And then the last sneaker of the month on the 31st is a Jordan 1 Low, the Chinese New Year. I actually like this sneaker. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know how I'd wear it because it's kind of bright with the red and the gold on it. It's going to retail for $120, and it's just to celebrate Chinese New Year, which I'm pretty sure is at the end of the month. I never know exactly when it is. I just know it happens. But it's pretty clean like a sneaker. It's got that like gold tassel that I don't like too much. I'd probably like take that off if I had them, but I think it's just the red and gold looks pretty cool. And Jordan 1 Lows are kind of cool. I think they are fine as like the dunks, like the dunk lows. I feel like the Jordan Lows are basically the same, just a little different. For $120, not bad. And to end the month, I don't think it's terrible. There could be more sneakers through the rest of the month. I'm not sure, just because stuff gets confirmed throughout the month, and then it'll be surprise drops and stuff like that. But this was everything so far this month that has been confirmed. Like I said, there's nothing too crazy, but there are a lot of dunks if you're into those. No SB dunks, just plain Nike dunks. And then there are some like collections that are pretty cool. Some stuff that you could pick up probably for retail pretty easily, and nothing like crazy hyped other than those Ambush and maybe the Undefeateds even. But I don't see those selling for too much afterwards. But nothing crazy. Pretty decent month, I guess. Hopefully the next months of 2021 are better. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your favorite sneaker of the month so far that's confirmed. And other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.